Well, I'm excited. There's a big Glory event this Friday in Los Angeles. I'll be there, and it's you got 2 world titles, right? No,
yeah, 2.
Is it 2 world
There's
titles?
2 world titles. You have
Jason
Israel
Wilness and Israel Adesanya.
That's a wicked fight.
Wicked fight.
Yeah, and then you're looking at Matt Embry, another Canadian kid, against Dutch beast Robin van Roosmalen.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
going to be that's on UFC Fight
exciting.
Pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so psyched that the UFC and UFC Fight Pass is embracing Glory. It's super exciting for me.
I think so. And it was that huge collision card in Germany. You had Rico versus Bader, and UFC ran that pay-per-view for us.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah.
No kidding.
That was the first time the UFC has run anything other than UFC.
Wow.
So that's huge, man. Like, that's for us is a big accomplishment for kickboxing.
Well, we've talked about it in this podcast. We were just talking about it a couple minutes ago. I think kickboxing, especially high-level kickboxing like Glory, is one of the most exciting sports in the world, and it perplexes me and many other people why it's not more exciting.
That's crazy.
Because it's not hard to understand what's going on. Like, one of the things about MMA that is very important to me is, like, when the fights go to the ground, I have to explain step by step what's going on, because otherwise people that don't know ground fighting, they all of a sudden, like, why is he tapping? What's going on? Like, you don't see exactly what's going on. But when someone explains it to you, you see it. Well, with kickboxing, it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. Yeah, you have kicks and punches and knees.
Yeah, just
don't
people
grab.
getting smashed.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I seriously don't understand.
Dana White has a really good theory. He thinks that PKA karate from, like, you remember the 1980s when they used to have those PKA karate matches on ESPN?
Okay, yeah.
Remember when they wore the karate pants and the big booties on their feet?
Bouncing around.
And, And it was really just sloppy boxing with, like, some shitty kicks.
Yeah. But that's what even American kickboxing, that's like they have a kick rule. So what would happen is they would throw 8 kicks in the beginning of the round, and then all of a sudden they'd box for the rest of the round.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And for whatever reason, and above the waist as well.
Yeah.
Which I think one of the things about kickboxing as opposed to the traditional martial arts or like Taekwondo or karate is, like, as soon as you start adding leg kicks, like, it changes the whole game.
It's a totally different game.
It changes everything. And we were talking before this fight about your fight, or before this podcast rather, about your fight with Raymond Daniels, which is one of my favorite fights ever.
Thank you.
Because he is this traditional karate guy. He was a point fighting champion, and he has wicked kicks. He's just one of the most spectacular and dynamic guys in kickboxing. But your leg kicks and your constant pressure and just rock solid Muay Thai fundamentals, you just chopped him down, and then eventually head kicked him.
Yeah, it's those movement fighters are very tricky. And I think what made that fight super exciting was that old school UFC mentality. You had 2 different arts, battling to see which one was better. And Raymond Daniels was undefeated. He was just knocking people out with spinning hook kicks every time he was fighting. So, as a smart, intelligent fighter, you got to put pressure. And I remember we had a conversation about, guys like Wonder Boy Thompson. Why isn't his opponents calling someone like me to do it? But you had a good point. It takes a special fighter to really close distance and pressure like that, and to be able to execute a game plan with heavy low kicks like that. So,
yeah, you have to really have a high-level Muay Thai game to deal with a guy like Wonder Boy the same way. Because, Wonder Boy is also real unusual in his use of the front leg. Like, he is that sideways stance, and he kind of bends a little at the waist and throws all those wicked front leg side kicks and round kicks. And on top of that, he's a really good puncher.
He's good. He's impressive.
Yeah.
It's the rematch is happening, isn't it, with Woodley?
Yeah. It's going to be in March in Vegas. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, that's a good rematch.
It is a good rematch, especially because Woodley was dominating that first round with his wrestling and really never took him down again. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I wonder why he didn't take him down. And I asked him after the fight. He goes, I have no idea why I didn't take him down again.
Yeah.
It was just, he was just in the moment.
He's just loving it, man.
Yeah.
He's loving the moment, loving the experience. Yeah, it's exciting.